anyways, I think it just kind of messes with me, this concept of, oh, I don't think I should be blaming myself, if you know what I mean. That I'm not paying full attention to this scene, but I am blaming myself because, well, then things happen. Anyways, I got back to my phone and I was on the call and I don't even know what I said. But then probably like 20 seconds later, I just felt like Fanta from my hair, like all the way down. And I'll put up a picture probably in the thumbnail or here that it's like it got everywhere, the Fanta. So that lady opened her bottle of Fanta and then she poured it down on me from my head, which is absolutely insane, and I have never experienced something like this, and it just felt so dehumanizing and so humiliating. And I was really shocked at that moment, and then she ran away, and she never looked at me even, and she ran away. So by the time that I felt the Fanta, like, she's already running away, and I never saw her after that. And it was really awkward or not awkward, sorry. And then I was really shocked. I honestly didn't know what to say, how to respond. In an effort to protect myself, I did shout what the F to her, but then obviously she ran away and she never came back. And someone else saw this, there's a really nice family, they saw the whole thing, and they were really, really nice, and one of them was just like, oh, don't worry about it, she's probably high or crazy, don't put it on yourself, it's not your problem. But still, it was just a really frightening experience, and I honestly couldn't felt it at the moment because I was so trying to be strong. But once I got and then the subway came soon after, and then I got on the subway, and then my friend was still on the line, but she didn't see what happened. And then I just started crying.